Hello, and welcome to another sewing tutorial for yet again a bodycon dress, because we love bodycon dresses here. They're super easy to make, 100% seamless, meaning that you can use your zigzag stitch, your serger. Nobody's gonna see the seams, only you and I are gonna know how this dress, right? Anyway, let's get into the tutorial. I recommend that you watch everything before actually going to your fabric and cutting your fabric. Please do not cut your fabric until you've watched the entire video. This is very important. So when you're cutting your pattern pieces, here's my pattern piece. Something you should note is that if you want your dress to fit very tightly, I recommend that you do not add a seam allowance to the side seams. Okay, with that being said, you are going to mirror your pattern pieces because we are working with an asymmetrical pattern, so it is important to mirror your pattern pieces. I will show you exactly how to do that. So here is your fabric, 4-way stretch fabric, 60 to 70% stretch. I am using Bonbon, which is 95% elastin and 95% polyester and 5% elastin. I'm so sorry. This is the first direction that you're going to cut your first pattern piece, your front piece, right? This is the first direction. You're going to cut. As you can see, our shoulder is to my left. Now I'm turning it over and the shoulder is now to the right. This is how I'm going to cut the pattern piece. This is going to ensure that when the two pieces are put together at the shoulder seam, that the right side of each fabric is on the outside. So it's very important that you mirror your pieces. You're going to do this for the front piece and you're going to do this for the back piece because these are asymmetrical pieces. If you do not mirror your pieces, you know what is going to happen? You're going to have one piece where the right side of the fabric is on the outside, and then the other piece, the right side of the fabric, is going to be inside, which defeats the point of it being a seamless dress, because with a seamless dress you can turn it inside out and you can wear it. And yeah, if you make that mistake, please do not make that mistake, please. Anyway, you're going to quickly make a strap. I would recommend that you make your strap way shorter than mine. My strap is about 10 centimeters. I recommend that you make your strap less than 10 centimeters, 7 centimeters max. Yeah, because it's going to stretch depending on the direction that you cut your strap. Anyway, you're going to take your two front pieces, right, the bigger pieces, put them right sides together, sandwich the strap by the shoulder point. Then you are going to pin that neckline seam, the top seam. Then you're going to do pin the armhole, then pin the bottom, and then you're going to take it to your sewing machine and then do a basting stitch. That is if you are using a serger. You're gonna do a basting stitch, then you're gonna take it to your serger. If you're not using a serger, just do a stitch with your sewing machine. Do a zigzag stitch. You are then going to take the other two front pieces, put them together like so, right sides together. Then you're going to stitch the top and the bottom seam. Leave the shoulder. Do not touch the shoulder yet. It's not time. You are going to follow the same process with your back pieces. So you're going to take your back pieces, right sides together. Don't forget, right sides together, right? Then you're going to pin them at the shoulder, at the armhole, neckline, and the bottom seam. And then what you're going to do, basting stitch, then take it to your serger. If you're not using a serger, zigzag stitch, cut off the excess. It's that simple. So when you are done with all of those pieces, I'm going to show you what's the next thing to do. Voila! Here are your pieces. They've been serged together. This is what you're going to do. This is what it looks like. Then what you're going to do is do not turn your back piece inside out. The only pieces that you're going to be turning inside out are your front pieces, your two front pieces, right? So you want to turn them inside out. Then this is how you're going to, exactly how I'm laying it on top of the dress is how you're going to lay it inside that back piece. So you're going to sandwich these pieces as is inside your two back pieces, right? So let's start with the first piece. You're going to put it in, take your strap, make sure that you take it out on the shoulder of the back piece. Remember, your front pieces have been turned inside out. This is very important. Then you're going to line up the armholes. Boom. Then you are going to stitch that whole, pin that whole entire side seam together. Boom. Pin. Oh gosh, I wish I was pinning faster. But anyway, you guys get the drill. So we're going to pin those side seams. When you're doing this, make sure that your seams are matching up, right? This is very, very, very important. Make sure that everything is 100% in line, everything is 100% in sync. So we're going to pin the other side. Now grab that other piece, put the shoulder inside the shoulder of the back pieces, right inside there, put it inside, make sure everything is 100% lined up. Take your strap, and your strap should be on top of the other shoulder piece. They should both be inside, but you know, it should overlap basically. Then you want to pin the side seams again. When you're pinning the two front pieces, there should be a slight overlap. You will see with the notches that have been indicated on the pattern, there should be a slight overlap. Anyway, continue pinning everything. Pin the shoulders. When you have pinned everything, because you're 100% patient, what you're going to do is you're going to stitch the side seams, the shoulder, the other side seam, but you are going to leave a little small tiny opening. Anyway, pick where you want to leave it. That opening should be somewhere on the side seam though. And then this is what it looks like. Here's my little tiny opening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now turn my dress inside out using that opening. It's that simple. When I say that this is like a 1 hour, 2 hour project, I really meant it. It's that simple, making a seamless dress. Like, you don't have to stress yourself. You are done. Super beginner friendly. Anyway, you're gonna turn your dress inside out. Obviously, you're gonna be more gentle, and you know, take your time with this, because you know, you don't want to rip anything, you don't want to mess up anything. But anyway, turn it inside out, and voila, here's the dress. Then this part is not filmed because I feel like this is very easy to do. That opening that you have on the side, you're going to close it. You can use a straight stitch to close it, or you can just use an invisible stitch using your hand. So hand stitch an invisible stitch to just close that little pocket. This next part is totally optional. If you feel like the cleavage is a bit too much and you want to close the cleavage a little, this is what I would recommend you do. You are going to obviously hand stitch an invisible stitch. Basically, with an invisible stitch, what we're doing is you're going to go from one seam from the bottom to the top of the other seam. So remember, we have that bottom piece and we have that top piece, so you're just going back and forth on those seams to just close it. And you can close it as much as you want, you can close it as little as you want. This part is all up to you. I actually like it 100% open, but I just wanted to show you that if the cleavage was a bit much and you didn't want that much, this is how you would close it up, and it would still 100% still be a seamless dress, because we are just stitching from seam to seam, seam to seam. Anyway, that is actually the end of the video. You will do this part to your satisfaction if you want to, the stitching part that is here. So when you're done with this part, fit the dress and it will look absolutely amazing. I did end up cutting my strap in half because the direction that I cut my strap made it stretch too much, but you're not going to make that mistake, right? You are not gonna make that mistake. You're gonna cut your strap to be a little bit shorter depending on how much stretch there is, and yeah, measure your strap. Anyway, that is it for the video. I hope that you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. After you've made the dress, please do not forget to share a picture with me on my Insta store. I love to see you guys rocking these designs. I really love to, so please send a picture. I want to see it. Anyway, bye.